Yo, what up, guys? Some of you guys have been asking me for a heavy sword, kind of heavy build, and with the help of Ponyan, I kind of stole some of his build, kind of tweaked it a little bit to more of my playstyle. Not to say that his build is definitely better than mine. He has instead of propellant tank, he has satellite shield, but y'all know how I feel about satellite shield. He's also running devotion, and y'all know I got history with devotion, so we don't rock with that. But this build right here is similar to his. I'm not using the same swords either. I am using his knife paired with the caustic strike ability, I believe it's called. But his armor types I'm using the same. I'm not min-maxed. I didn't use his mods. I didn't even look at them, to be honest. But I'm using the same armor pieces. We're using the Gozu head because it has high performance. It's good. It has good defense, memory, stamina efficiency is okay. Not the best, but it works for what we need it for. And my build, we're gonna be using limit change, so stamina is not even that big of an issue. Yeah, just a pretty good, decent heavyweight helmet. Futunoshi, I'm using guard shift. I think guard shift is probably going to be the best thing for this build. Again, high heavyweight armor, stun resistance, high flinch resistance. You're really going to need that with a heavy sword. High memory capacity, high physical defense. I'm also using, of course, we're using the Muramasa arms. These are midweight. For the brawling buff. The brawling buff is going to increase the skill onslaught, which we're going to use pretty much spam it, to be honest. And then the heavyweight greaves, Futanushis, again, heavyweight, high flinch resist, stun resist. I'm just going to let you be a tank. Your VP is going to be like, my VP is like around 28. I would probably try to raise it, try to get better gear slots with better VP. You see my gear slots have kind of the worst VP, the C's and D's. But hopefully better drops will probably make you a little bit more tanky. I do have better ones. I'd probably use this over the one I'm using, but I really like guard shift. Actually, this one's better, but the memory's worse. But we can probably just throw a mod on it. Let's throw a mod on it. Memory capacity mods are going to go a long way with this build because you're going to get a lot of memory out of your armor since the capacity is already high. Remember that mods work on percentages. So the bigger your capacity is, their stat is on your armor, the bigger the increase is going to be on your build, right? See, 10% goes a long way, right? So now I have guard shift, a little bit more HP. I probably have like close to 30,000 now. I think VP, I don't know if I've said this in a build video, but I think you're gonna want at least 20k VP on any build. That goes for lightweight, midweight, and heavyweight. I don't think you want a pure lightweight build that has less than 20 VP. I just think you're gonna be way too squishy. This build is definitely not fast, not slow, but it is pretty fun, heavy hitter, and again, you can tank a lot of attacks. I will show you guys a little bit. Somebody just DM me something silly. But I'm using Chronos Break specifically right now because I just wanted a laser sword, and it's the only like good laser sword in the game. Chronos Break 2 or 1 and 2. Chronos Break 2, a lot of people say it's not good enough, but I feel like I'm getting consistently higher numbers, especially against enemies weak to laser, than I am with my Memento Mori that has 2,000 damage. So I'm only using Memento Mori over Fragorach, or however you say it, because of the grades on my Memento Mori. I don't know why, but I always get the second best weapon in the game. It seems to be, I get the best stats on, right? Just like my Murakumos. But yeah, it just has good stats. So I'm using both. And kind of switching between the two, and then I'm just using knife to, you know, create the corrosion debuff on enemies to get even more damage, even more burst damage. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of how I'm using it in test ground. Before we go into that, let's go show you the fusions I'm running right now. I have been playing with these, and I believe you can kind of make whatever you want work. I am right now using limit change. A good one again is grappling change, being able to close the gap, close the distance is nice. But you're gonna see that Onslaught is kind of a really good gap closer. Magnetic Field, of course, is good. Mirage is good. There's really no bad general action. I also would recommend too, like if you have the I forget what the mace is called that gives corrosion. That might be a better second hander than some of the other swords. But Onslaught right here, you're definitely going to want to get level 3 Onslaught. That is where the magic is on this build. Whirlwind Slash is still nice, but Onslaught. Again, I wish you could equip skills to your weapon and not just your general weapons, because I'd love to have a sword with general slash, one with Whirlwind Slash and one with Onslaught. So we're going to go to the testing ground, kind of just show you what we're going to do with this build. It's like you're not going to use your knife as a gap closer. You're going to want to get close. The knife doesn't have good forward thrust, but you're going to want to use the acid, get the debuff. You see how he's glowing or got the green gas on? Now he's going to take more damage. And he's stunned right now. Hold up. You don't need to charge Onslaught. If you do, you're going to get even more damage. I wish some of those attacks, but you can kind of spam it. Don't ever sleep on the... Oh. I shouldn't have grabbed him. Oh my god, I've been summoning him all day. Onslaught is just your bread and butter. When you get level 3, you're going to use less stamina. So you're going to be able to spam it more. And then if you limit change, you can really spam it. And you're going to do even more damage. The cool thing about Onslaught too is you can kind of miss. Like, I feel like Onslaught fixes everything wrong with the sword, right? Like, it's kind of hard to get the forward thrust to hit. But with Onslaught, you can start in the back and then move in to get a hit off. Like, you can just use it to gap close. The first and the last attack has the most movement. But you move forward with every swing. It's just the best attack for the sword. Specifically for single target damage, which is usually most of your damage in the game. Alright, so that's all I'm going to talk about here. I do have a video of me 1v1ing the secret boss with this build. It was not a very clean fight, but it was still a fast fight. I hope you guys enjoy. I did not talk through it because I was just testing it out to see if it was work. But I hope you guys like it. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, I guess. Y'all be safe. Peace.